Ice on the Landing at the First Horizon Pavilion. Skate now through January 28th.
For years, our next guest guided and supported students as the principal at Notre Dame High School here in town. Anyone who was lucky enough to be a student during George Valadie's leadership would probably tell you that besides his great calm, reassuring, and humor-filled way of approaching a building full of teenage hormones, his mastership of the written word is truly book-worthy. Well, guess what? Now he has written a book, and it's everything you would expect from this very talented life observer. Mr. Valadie, who keeps telling me to call him George, joins us this morning. The book is called We Lost Our Fifth Fork. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
A quick disclaimer, my daughter Meg was lucky enough to be one of those students filled with teenage hormones, walking the hallways her 9th grade year at Notre Dame, and I quickly learned the value of getting your newsletters. What a master of the written language you are.
I don't know about that. That's a bit of a stretch, but communicating these days is a big deal, and if you can tell a story about your own family somewhere in there, I think it made us feel normal or seem normal to other people.
There's probably, you probably couldn't pick a time in history where you wouldn't say that perspective doesn't matter, but certainly we live in a very cluttered world of negativity if you want to find it. So your book, We Lost Our Fifth Fork, is kind of a compilation of these newsletters that you've written over the years that are perspectives, right? Life perspectives.
Right. 25 years ago, I started writing columns for the various diocesan newspapers where I have served. Jackson, Mississippi, Memphis, the Diocese of Knoxville, and I still write for the Diocese of Knoxville. And when I retired at the end of the 2021 school year, I guess the dream had always been there percolating, but the time to do it had not.
Yeah.
So retirement gave me a little bit of time, and so I began thinking about the book and researching and compiling some of those columns I had written along the way, ones that I thought people might enjoy.
You're not exactly like Irma Bombeck, it's not that, but you find humor in the everyday, and you find depth, really, and poignancy, I think, in the everyday.
That's the goal. I wanted to tell stories, and I have tried along the way. Some are about our family, but some are not. Some are about the things that happen in life, people that I've met, news stories, but all have always been written with the idea that some perspective, the long view, might help us.
So tell of the title. I'm sure you and Nancy, his wife, probably sat for a while trying to figure out, gee, which story do we pull from for the title? But tell the story of this one.
We Lost Our Fifth Fork is a story that's included. And what had happened was I taught school, and Nancy was a work-at-home mom, so we weren't blessed with a ton of resources. And so, yes, there was a time in our life when we had 5 forks, and that's all we had, and we had 5 people. Normally, it all worked out, and in fact, one was gone to college. But one night, we invited a guest, and we lost our 5th fork. And
you couldn't find it.
We couldn't find it. The ones we had probably didn't even match. There was a lot of looking and cussing and more looking and more cussing, and just one of those moments that I think everybody's had in their home. Afterward, I think it dawned on me that perspective would have done us some good, and maybe we should have laughed instead of the other. So it's called We Lost Our Fifth Fork, and other moments when we need some perspective.
So I have 2 daughters, one of whom you know, and they're now 19 and 25. And sometimes they'll ask me questions about, gee, Mom, how do you manage to do this with your life or this with your life? And I will always say to them, I think it's a matter of habit. I think that you form, like you choose to be happy, or you choose to look for the good, or you choose to make the bed, whatever it might be. So for you in all those years at the school, where you could either get frustrated by that teenage difficult time, or you could find the good in it and guide, do you think that just kind of built up your own habit?
I've never thought of it that way, to be honest, but yeah, I think so. you know, when you're the principal, you don't enough encounter all the great kids on a day-to-day basis because they're doing their thing and being great. You sometimes spend more time with the ones who have chosen not to be so great that particular day. But my goal in life was always do what you have to do, you know, handle it however you have to handle it. But tomorrow is really critical because we need to forget what happened yesterday. Everybody gets a fresh start. Bury the dead and move on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you are looking for, I don't care if you're looking to get a book for yourself, maybe you want to give something to a neighbor, maybe to a parent, this book is good. It's great too for any young person in your life, high school and up. It's just a matter of kind of recentering what you choose to focus on and how you take maybe what is a not great situation like losing that fifth fork. And having
there's
a life
stories
lesson.
in there. My best friend died, so there's a story about that. There's we bought a cemetery plot. There's just a variety of stories. It's about friends and family and faith and trying to be better.
You will feel it. I promise you, you will have a third cup of coffee as you turn to the next story to read. It's called OurFifthFork.com is the website you can go to. It's also available on Amazon. We Lost Our Fifth Fork by George Valadie. Thank you.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Ah, such a treat.
What does searching for a Medicare plan feel like?
It's kind of confusing.
It's so complicated.
We get tons of mail, tons of calls. It's annoying.
eHealth is a less stressful way to find health insurance. To prove it, we found people looking for a new Medicare plan, and we monitored everyone's stress. Your mission today is to find a Medicare Advantage